welcome back, y'all. Today we're going to be talking about Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch. And I'm going to do a review of it. I haven't done a review of this game, which is terrible because I love this game. I know there's probably a million other reviews out there, but I just thought I'd give my 2 cents. Alright. So I got this on launch day, and I'll tell a story first of how I got it. I went with my cousin Dylan, and it was freezing cold, midnight. All my friends, they got it. They got their Ubers and they were going home. Our Uber took forever to get to where we were going to go home, but eventually it came, and then we went home, unboxed the Switch, and opened up this bad boy. And we played a little bit, but it was midnight, so we didn't play too long. And yeah, then he went down to his apartment and I went back to bed. And then I woke up, and that's when my journey began with this game. Alright, and then first thing in the morning when I woke up, I had some breakfast and I popped this baby in. And let me just tell you, like, when I first put the game in and I saw the way that the graphics looked and the style, I was just like, wow, this is gonna be one hell of a game. So yeah, when it had voice acting and all that, I was like, wow, this is just amazing. Like, the voice acting was so much better than previous ones that I've played. And just the beginning of the game, and you're like just like doing the missions in the beginning, you're like, wow, this game is huge. But then when you finish that, he's like, yo, just go, you got all this area to go to. And I was like, wow, it's kind of overwhelming. So let's start talking about section by section. And I'm going to start off with the sound, because that's the first thing you hear. The sound of this game. I got the music playing in the background. It's very, very subtle, very relaxing. It can kind of put you to sleep a little bit, but it's relaxing. It's nice. It feels like you're out in the vast open wild. It fits. But other sounds like combat and stuff, it gets intense. And yeah, I'd say it's a good soundtrack. It's very, I don't know how to explain it. It's not as good as the other games, that's all I'm going to say. The orchestra part is good. It's very nice, very soothing. But it doesn't have like memorable, at least I don't know, it doesn't have memorable tunes like Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, stuff like that. But the sound is very good. Alright, let's talk about the controls. Now, I got this controller way after when I got the Switch. I was playing with the Joy-Cons. I don't have them right now, they're over there. But I played it with the Joy-Con grip, and I thought the controls were good, they were fine, they worked. But I replayed this game again with this, and it makes it a lot better. But I don't know if this is worth the price. I mean, it's good, but still, you can still play it with the Joy-Cons and still be fine. And the controls for Link, he has a lot more stuff he can do, obviously. A lot more than the other stuff. It's a very good controlling game. Alright, well, let's talk about the graphics. Now, the graphics, beautiful looking game. I have a feeling that this game is going to hold up way into the future, just like Wind Waker. But it's not like the graphics are like, wow, these are like super like amazing. They're just like very stylish, very stylistic, and they look nice. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful looking game. But I feel like this isn't really pushing what the Switch could do, because it's a Wii U game. So I don't even think we're ever gonna get a Zelda game that's gonna push the Switch as hard as we think it is. Like, Part 2 is gonna come out, but it's based on this engine, so it's probably gonna look more or less the same, maybe a little bit better. But graphics aside, beautiful. It's gonna stand the test of time, I bet. And I love it. I love the graphics. Very good game. Alright. And let's talk about the final, most important part of this game. I mean, the story. Let's talk about the story. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but the story kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. The story is good, but it doesn't. It's not like the previous game. You know, the dungeons and stuff of the past games. They're not like this. There's 100 and something. What is it? Dungeons or something like that, or shrines. And then there's the wild beasts. But I kind of miss the old way. I like the open wildness of it. Like, they should do that, but they should have, like, I don't know. The story just to me wasn't as good. I was kind of underwhelmed at the end. Wasn't that great. Good game, but story was kind of in my opinion. And let's just talk about the most important part. Is this game fun? Yes, this game is fun. I've never played a game as long as this game. I think I played over 150 hours in this game. And I didn't get all the shrines. I think I got almost all of them. And I didn't collect all the leaves. The little leaf dudes. I'm not going to spoil, but my cousin told me that he collected all of them, and it's very underwhelming, so there's no point, unless you just want to collect everything. And there are suits and stuff you can collect, which is pretty cool, and you know, get all the extra stuff. That's cool. But the gameplay is just fun. You know, his moves are amazing. The new abilities that he has. I don't want to spoil it, even though you guys should beat it, but he has really cool abilities in this game that he doesn't have in other ones. And the new weapons mechanic, you know, the weapons break, so it's kind of realistic, but it's kind of annoying. But, you know, you get what you get. You know, they wanted to try something different. I like it. So overall, Legend of Zelda, it's a very good game, and I give this a 9.5 out of 10. The only reason I give it a 0.5 and not a perfect 10 is because I don't like what they did with the dungeons, and the ending to me just wasn't the greatest. Like, the game was good, just the ending just kind of like But that's why it's so small, because it was so fun. So I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10. Definitely recommend it. Even though you guys probably all have this game, I definitely recommend it. Go out and buy it now. Buy it right now. Buy it. And as always, I'll see you next time.